Hey, what is up, guys? Muting my microphone. JP with the Bearded Mofflist back at you with the very first online stream after Coach Eli's show. About 3 minutes later than I said I would be. So I'm very drunk after that very hard to listen to live stream from Eli. So who all is in the house other than MA? And can you all hear me? This is my first time on Hangouts. It has been a long time since I've been extremely tech savvy, so let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. And do not mind the very bad noise, for I'm vaping because I'm in the basement and can't smoke in the house. And again, I am on a lot of giggle juice because I needed a lot of fucking drinks to handle that live stream. Damn. Eli, I love you, brother, but sometimes it is very hard to take. It is very hard to take the streams. Thank you, MA, for being able to hear. TFC, are you in the house yet? And while I'm getting confirmation of the other person watching, it looks like it's just MA and me at the moment. Well, anyway, MA, a lot of shit going on in Eli's stream. You care to comment? I know you were very active in the chat. I dare question anybody's man cred that has to require so much validation to believe in their own masculinity. Personally, I think my opinion is the only one that matters when it comes to my own fucking ball sack and my own testicular fortitude. Fuck what everybody else thinks. Yes, MA, he has definitely become the Jerry Springer for the monks. And really for a lot of us purple pill guys too. I mean, God, I mean, I love what the guys trying to do with our brand, but at the same time, I mean, when you've got the Purple Pill channel from Jamie and you've got Charles F. Gray doing actual thought out content, not clickbait, I mean, what more do you want? I mean, yeah, I agree. Lots of guilty pleasure viewing and car accident watching. It is like a car accident. You can't fucking look away. It's in your goddamn face. And it is begging you, just begging you to watch it. I mean, I was in Charles's stream from basically like 3 minutes before he started broadcasting, and he really wanted to end the goddamn conversation before Eli's stream started, but Jesus Christ. It's like a fucking high school prom. I mean, there's accusations being thrown left and right by the girl that feels like she was jilted, but in the end, she was given all the props by the dude. It's a fucking dumpster fire. You can't look away, but you have to stay like hard focused on the shit that's happening. You have to stay hard focused on it. Joe. I'm a man, right? I'm a man, right? I please you real good. Me love you long time. Jesus Christ. And I agree, MA. If you assert your authority, make sure you're fucking qualified. I don't think I'm goddamn qualified to judge shit on anyone. I've had plenty of fucking missteps myself. I don't need to be laying judgment upon anybody in the goddamn world. I can only turn the microscope right on the back of my own goddamn stupidity. I would never profess to be some sort of life coach because I'm not. I'm not a goddamn relationship guru. I'm not a pariah for simptitude. I'm just a dude who's had some shit happen. And in my honest opinion, that's a lot of what's wrong with the whole purple pill community as a whole. Is like we all think that we know something, but we fucking don't. We've just gone through some of our own shit and we have some insight to put on it, but we don't have a goddamn clue about how things really are. We just have our 2 cents to toss into the wishing well and think that we're going to come out on fucking top. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Joe, I mean, I think everybody that was involved is butthurt at the end of the stream. I mean, it sounds like Dana and Eli were both kind of on the defensive. And honestly, I was way upstairs in my house pouring tons of fucking liquor into my cup because at the end, honestly, I just needed a goddamn escape. I just needed a goddamn escape. Like, as much as I appreciate what Eli is trying to do, and I like Eli, and I think he has some well intentions. His streams end up very off the fucking rails about 99% of the time. 99% of the time, his streams go completely off the rails. Like, he tonight was trying to stir up shit between him and Charles F. Gray, and Charles wanted to end his goddamn stream way before Eli's started. But you know how we are. We like to drag shit out, and we went like what, Joe and TFC, like a half fucking hour beyond when his stream started. And a half hour. Let's just fucking call all the goddamn brigadiers up to the front line to fucking throw a bunch of volleys of arrows at Charles's general direction just to drum up some more subscriptions for our channel. Eli, people are going to fucking watch you after you had Big John, your boyfriend, on the stream. There's no fucking denying that. You went from 200 subs, barely 200 subs, to 435 fucking subscribers in less than a week after your first fucking interview with John from MGTOW is Freedom, the goddamn monk of fucking mainstream MGTOW. So you're going to get fucking viewers. You don't have to keep picking these minor fights with people who are your allies. Your fucking allies. People that Charles fucking kept plugging your goddamn stream from the beginning of your stream until the end of his own stream. Charles. Fucking Eli. I'm so goddamn drunk that I'm mixing up who I'm talking to. Charles plugged your fucking stream. He kept you in viewers. All of us would not have shown up on the relationship stream, Eli. Love you to fucking death. But all of us would not have shown up on your stream if Charles wouldn't have directed us there. And that's the God's honest truth. Nobody else wants to tell you this, Eli, but I will fucking tell you this because I respect you enough to tell you the goddamn truth. We all went to Charles's stream because we knew that it wouldn't just be the Charles F. fucking Gray show. It's not the Charles F. Gray show. It is the topic at hand show. All right? And chat, I have not been keeping up with you for the last 2 minutes because I've been fucking face palming. I have been fucking face palming, guys. For the love of fucking God. And if anybody in the chat can tell me how to get the fucking Hangouts link for my chat right now to you so I could have somebody else on, taking the spotlight away from my drunken ass. Like, this is why I'm this drunk. Eli, I fucking like you, but for the love of God, you're trying to create shit like a high school girl. Honestly. You are trying to create drama to drum up your subscribers. I don't necessarily hate you for that because honestly, I'm hosting this fucking live stream right now because I have 91 subscribers and I'd like to get a few more because I'm a goddamn whore. But at least I'll admit that I'm a goddamn whore. You see? I mean, I doubt you're fucking watching this. 4 people are watching and they're all participating in my chat. I can tell right now. We got Jeff Burns 36, Joe Buddy, MA, and TFC fan. And myself. And that's it. Those are the people watching and fucking participating. So, Eli, if you catch this on a replay, I know you're subscribed to me, but I know how this shit works. That when you try to drum up subscribers, you subscribe to them and like, oh yeah, I'm watching your stuff. And then you don't watch their stuff. Everybody that I'm subscribed to, that I respect, I fucking watch their shit. And MA, I'm drinking Smirnoff and Diet Right soda right now. I was drinking Old Crow bourbon whiskey. This is the shit that watching Eli's streams has reduced me to, is being a fucking cheap drunk. Like, it's not even for the goddamn red pill knowledge or purple pill or MGTOW or whatever the fuck you want to call it today, knowledge. It's just drinking to fucking numb down the infighting and fucking stupidity. And I realize right now that I'm sounding like a complete fucking moron. But that's the state I'm reduced to at the fucking moment. Joe, buddy. I penetrate you just right. Is that right? Is that right, Nada? Do I stick it to you in the right proper way? Does it get you off? Does it make me an even better fucking mangina to you? Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you, TFC, and thank you, MA. Feel free to use everything that you fucking want for your Red Pill Radio. I love those fucking videos that you make. It's been at least a week since I've watched one of them. In the end, my fucking point at the moment is that Eli, I love your fucking streams, but Jesus goddamn Christ, you are an attention whore. You're a fucking attention whore. I love you, but fucking stop it. And man, that's a good goddamn point. Making women come is not rocket science or some magic thing only a few men on earth can do. No, it's fucking easy. If you know how to use your goddamn dick, you can make any woman fucking come. And Jesus goddamn Christ. All right, TFC, I see your message. I'm just not sure how to start Google Hangouts on the YouTube page for the live stream. Like I said, if this was 10 years ago, you could ask me any kind of fucking technical related question. I could probably tell you how to do it, but I'm an old fuck and I haven't kept up with technology in a while, so I'm not hip to the new lingo. I missed 2008 when I was a goddamn troll against the fucking furries. All right, TFC, I'll see if I can discern how to fucking add you to a hangout that's already in progress. And it's probably going to end up as a colossal fucking failure. MA, you have won my esteemed, inebriated fucking praise. And while we're at it, I'll just talk about some of my simp years. I've spent a lot of time on the goddamn plantation. The last 10 years of my life have been dedicated to being a simp. Thanks, TFC. And thank you, Joe and MA, for making it seem like I am retarded in the chat, which I am, especially when it comes to Google Hangouts. This is my very first live stream. And odds are, after all is said and done, maybe the last. Because I'm so goddamn drunk and pretty much all right, MA. I'm not actually in Hangouts at the moment. I'm broadcasting live from YouTube with Google Hangouts live on air. So if you have any insight into how I can add TFC in here to make me seem less retarded, I would fucking appreciate you and give you the Helping Hand of the Night award, which is just pretty much like a blue ball branded uh, kind of nomenclature. It doesn't come with an actual physical prize, but you could feel accomplished and have bragging rights. And Joe, you and TFC were fucking all over Eli trolling, and TFC and I were texting each other, and I died so many times during that stream. It was fucking unbelievable. I'm glad that I was not live at that point because there would be nothing but laughter coming out of my fucking microphone. All right, MA. Is that icon at all on the actual YouTube version of this fucking stream? Oh, let's see if I can find that MA. And Joe, it does seem like they are barely getting by. I don't think that their chemistry is as um, perfect as they would want us to believe. I think there's a lot of bouncing back and forth. I think there's a lot of love hate in that relationship. In a perfect world, that love hate wouldn't exist, but it seems like it is very strong within the Eli and Dana dynamic. And it is just ridiculous that I have to drive myself to drink so much when I listen to the streams. And MA, I don't think anybody is that fucking authentic. Any couple is not that fucking perfect at all. Oh, let's see. Okay, TFC, did I add you successfully to the Hangout? All right, TFC, did you join the video chat? Do I have to try to do that again? TFC, are you in? All right, I was trying to invite TFC through Google Hangouts on a different fucking tab, but apparently I'm too retarded to get him in on the actual call. Again, we will see what is going on. I say I've got the YouTube stream in one tab, and I've got Google Hangouts in another tab. Let's see, MA. I'm not seeing any kind of screen sharing links in the tabs I'm on. Like I said, I'm broadcasting this on YouTube. Just a quick hangout, and this is something I probably should have researched before I went live, but after TFC trying to get me to go live right after Eli's stream, I figured I would just do it and see if I could wing it on the fucking fly. And that makes me more retarded than I actually am. I think maybe next time I do a live stream, I should try to do it in like OBS or some other kind of encoding software. Probably drop the whole fucking stream. Thanks, Joe. I'm trying to be ahead of the curve here, but I think maybe even Eli has a leg up on me that he's at least figured out how to live stream without having insane complications. TFC, my Google Hangouts username is the same as my email address, which is something you already have. And thank you, MA. Yeah, the Google makes everything incredibly hard, like doing anal on a fucking virgin. And yeah, the Google universe has gotten extremely fucking complicated. Every time they acquire something new, it seems like they just completely screwed the goddamn pooch on everything else that they already have control of. Joe Buddy, I'm going to try your email address as well. And Joe, I am also not dating a single mom anymore. So yes, big old round of applause for me. I've been out of the single mother game for 4 fucking months. My last relationship was with a single mother, and she completely fucked my world over, and her children completely fucked over my young son, and I will never forgive her for that. Oh, Lord. Did I just fuck everything up? Probably so. Probably so. Let's try to go through my goddamn settings again. It is not pay off to get completely fucking shit-faced watching another stream and then try to stream yourself. TFC. Okay. So I'm back. I'm trying to figure the fucking Hangouts bullshit out. The next stream, I think we will do better. Can you all still hear me in the chat? Okay. I guess in the next few days, I'm gonna have to definitely check out Hangouts more. And no, TFC, I cannot hear you in the Hangout. I only hear myself on this stream right now. MA, definitely. The learning curve will force you to monologue. I've been monologuing the entire time I've been broadcasting live, which is now the 38 minutes, 35 minutes at least. So we'll just do a monologue for the rest of the time. The chat has been going strong. MA and Joe and TFC, thank you for being here since the beginning. Obi-Wan, Aragorn, 777, thank you for showing up. It is a very drunken live stream after a very trying live chat from Coach Eli. like I say, Jesus Christ. Like, I like the guy, but sometimes it is just too fucking much to handle, especially when you're already drinking. Um, like I said, I'm going to try to figure out the whole fucking Google Hangouts thing before I decide to broadcast again. Uh, honestly, I just wanted a place for everybody in Coach Eli's latest stream to hang out and chat because there's a lot of goddamn shit. Let's see, Joe. Let's see. I got the video call from TFC, and I don't know if it's because of where my headphones are plugged into my laptop or what that I'm not getting the audio from TFC fan. And how to plug that in with my own with my YouTube live stream. Like Emma said, everything is just fucking complicated when it comes to Google and their whole suite of and different platforms to hang out on. I'm using the fucking headphones that came with my Galaxy S7 plugged into my laptop, so God knows what kind of capability I have as far as muting and whatnot goes. It's just a miracle that you all are fucking hearing me in this context with as little as I know about the whole online oeuvre today. It's completely different than fucking 15 years ago when I was in college and we were all on fucking LiveJournal and we thought we were the shit because we posted things on a pseudo blog, our feelings for everybody to fucking see when we were so intellectual and so into our whole little small ass world. And we were just fucking pretentious. Anybody else that was in college in the very early of the aughts, 02, 03, 04, we were very pretentious in everything. Everything was just, we were like the hipsters of today. We did everything before it fucking took off and before it was cool. Well, thanks, Joe. I'm glad that my voice sounds clear. And MA, I definitely need to get a good headset. And also need to look way more into in detail about how to live stream before I decide to just jump the shark and go, balls to the fucking wall because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Yeah, MA, we were, at least personally, I was a total goddamn hipster when I was in college. And that's been, well, it's 2017. That's been 14 years ago when I went to college for the first time. And I thought that I was the shit. And that everything that I knew was just way too fucking cool. And nobody else could be half as into everything as I was. This is back when I thought Coheed and Cambria was just the epitome of underground shit. And now that's the kind of stuff that's all over the goddamn mainstream radio. Is that even on the mainstream radio nowadays? Or is it all Taylor Swift? I don't know. MA, you're the music guy, so you know what's trending and what's just was it old hat, or what are the kids calling it nowadays if it's played out? MA, I don't know the current state of hipsterdom. Is it still indie rock and skinny jeans? I don't know. Or is that, am I too 2000 and late with that? And yes, Obi-Wan, Fonzie definitely jumped the shark. No. Um, hipsters, nerd culture, and cosplay women do very well in these circles. I'm guessing so. Nerd culture nowadays seems a little bit overplayed. Like less than 10 years ago, I was a nerd for staying online all the time and watching Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. And now, if you can't quote The Empire Strikes Back, and if you're not online, you're a fucking loser. So, where did the paradigm shift happen? What was cool when I was of age, I guess, was fucking I Know What You Did Last Summer and Britney Spears. And now the things that I liked when it wasn't cool, like um, very obscure emo and heavy metal, is now like commonplace, and 80s movies now are back in vogue. So what does define hipsterdom nowadays? I mean, is it popular music or what is it? Like I guess I'm an old fart and I'm nostalgic for the mid to late 90s, even the early 2000s when fucking Total Request Live was hosted by Carson Daly and Korn and Creed were plaguing the airwaves, and you thought that was old hat back in the day, but now it makes you feel vintage. And at this point of the night, I'm guessing that this live stream, when I look back on the replay, is going to make me cringe and wince. But at the moment, is trending in a way that I'm particularly proud of. And it's just me rambling while I sip on a rocks glass of cheap vodka and cheap diet soda. And I'm very happy with the way the chat's going right now. I'm going to try to scroll up and read some of the better comments here. I can't see the live stats at the moment. So, TFC, how many people are watching right now? While I read through the amount of comments here. Let's see. Looks like Joe Buddy is still trying to help me navigate through adding people to my live stream, and I appreciate that. But I'm definitely way past the point of actually being able to discern your advice. Obi-Wan is discussing the hipster areas. Seems like a lot of LA and New York addresses. And that Coach Eli is Fonzie. And Joe is unhappy with classic, or he likes classic rock and has been unhappy with music for over 20 years. And yeah, the music, the scene of music has just completely crashed in recent years. I mean, if you can have somebody rapping that doesn't even actually rap be popular and people love them even when they pass, is just fucking retarded. And Joe Buddy, the I love you, I know best line of the Star Wars movies, definitely. And MA, before the rise of the hipsters, you called yourself a neo beatnik, cutting edge cat hip guy. Vinyl junkie, definitely, as am I. Wore all sorts of hats, but dressed down a lot and loved Art Deco. What is the most cringeworthy thing of Eli's show? Joe Buddy says, definitely him always having to prove himself to Dana, in my eyes, is the most cringeworthy, because if you're a goddamn man, you don't have to prove yourself to any fucking woman or any man for that matter. You only have to prove yourself to yourself. And MA, I was a hipster before hipsters were hipsters. And hipsters always say they did something before everyone else. That is true. And that is why I try not to say that I do something before everyone else does, just because I don't want to be associated with the hipster movement. And yes, you are patient zero hipster. I think all of us old farts are. You are probably a little more wizened than I. But any of us that have grown up in a different era think that we are definitely patient zero of the hipsters, because now everything gets co-opted by the younger generation. Am a token white guy among vatos and hip hop heads make me stand out of regular hipsters, or made me more of one? Still not sure. I don't know nowadays. What's cool in the hip hop arena nowadays? I know MA, that was your bag when you were big in the music industry. So what is the big thing other than the mumble fuckers in the hip hop industry? Joe, the scene of music is terrible. I mean, Wrecking Ball was a huge hit a couple years ago. Yeah, Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift and all, though their ilk. It's all just a power grab at this point. That's why I don't even listen to the radio. And Joe, I am 34 years old, and I feel a lot fucking older. I'm one of those get off my lawn kind of archetype of men. I feel way older than I should be feeling. Anybody under the age of 30 to me at this point just feels like a total stranger. And yes, Obi-Wan, it is a great age. I feel very young, but at the same time, I feel completely fucking old. I'm definitely out of touch with the younger generation. Like when my 6-year-old son tells me about video games, I feel like my parents probably felt when I was 13 talking about Legend of Zelda. I don't know if it was Link to the Past at that time or if it was Ocarina of Time already. Kind of like the old man that holds his cups his hand over his ear and says, "What? What? I don't get you, Sonny." That's kind of how I feel, and I'm only 34 years old, so. Both Emma and Joe, great comments at the moment. Yeah, the spirit of true hip hop now only exists in weed filled rooms across the world, crowded with knucklehead, freestyle MCs and rappers doing it for fun and friendly competition. I think that's what the world of hip hop needs now more than anything, is people that actually do it for the joy of the competition, do it for the joy of making good rhymes. I mean, back when I was in college, it seemed like I was one of the only people paying attention to the underground, I guess, for lack of a better term, white MCs like Atmosphere or Aesop Rock or Buck 65. All of those guys that actually had a little bit of knowledge behind their lyrics that weren't just being the Eminem, the next Eminem per se. But then again, I'm not an expert on hip hop at all. TFC, I could do that, but I don't know if I'm actually going through the microphone, my actual microphone, or the microphone on my earphones. I will definitely have to check out Idea. I've heard the name before, but I never really checked him out. Um, Only elements have been raped and do not resemble what they once were: DJing, graffitiing, b-boying. Um, I think the last big turntablist artist that I was into was Peanut Butter Wolf. Other than that, I have like zero idea of the whole DJ and b-boy scene when it comes to hip hop. Then again, I was always a metalhead at heart. I was always into Metallica and Pantera and Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and Anthrax and all of that. So hip hop was always kind of like my guilty pleasure. I was really big on the early 2000s. Your old school Ludacris and I guess even Exhibit and Big Timers and 3-6 Mafia. But it's really good that you're getting your kids into like actual intellectual underground hip hop, because that was always one of my favorite unexplored genres. Like I said, I listened to Atmosphere and Buck 65 and Aesop Rock, and I'm pretty sure you're probably hip to Sonic some. I really liked them back in the day when I used to be big into electronica. I found them through I don't even remember the fucking website they used to post my retarded techno music to. But I found Sonic Some through them in 6.2 as well. And that kind of hip hop got me into the underground hip hop genre. Oh, that's awesome, MA. And TFC, I don't know of any of a lot of things, but I know heavy metal and I know a little bit of underground hip hop. Obviously not as much as MA knows. Yeah, MA. I knew from some of your other videos about your background in the hip hop scene, and that's fucking awesome. Especially doing something that you love is like that. Being involved in that scene is just fucking big, and I'm sure the connections you've made have been invaluable in your career and personal life. And MA, I think we all slow down after we become fathers. Personal experience, I know, probably matches up a little bit with yours, but also current situation aside where I don't have my child, but when I have my kid, it's all about the kids. And you can give up a lot of deep seated loves and foundational career moves because you become a father, and everything else doesn't matter even the slightest bit as much as the welfare and happiness of your children. And thank you, TFC. I said, no, personally, that the life of my children is way more important than my own life. And I agree, Joe, that children is why you don't think MGTOW is ever going to be mainstream. I mean, if I'm going to say this completely hypothetically, if I could do it all again, I wouldn't have children. Simply for the fact that the world is too shitty to want to thrust some new genetic being into. But also, if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't take away having my child for the goddamn world. That little human is my greatest accomplishment. And probably will continue to be my greatest accomplishment that I've ever done in 34 years on this fucking planet. I can't help but project all of my greatest fears and greatest weaknesses onto him. And it scares me to my core, but also lifts me up to levels of existence I never thought I could be at. And the chat is definitely lit up right now. Let's see. TFC, you know that I sympathize with you in your situation. And you know, if you're in that situation where you are not in love with your wife anymore, where you want to stick together for the fucking kids, if you can make it work, do it. But personally, in my own situation, I know that can't happen. My ex-wife divorced me at 29. We were married for almost 4 years. And I wanted to stay together with her because of the kid, because of my son. But in all actuality, I am infinitely happier now that it is done and I don't have to be married to her. And Joe, I sympathize with you for being married, but I was almost in your situation. I did get divorced, raped, not as probably bad as a lot of other men. Whereas I was lucky that A, we only had one child together. B, the house was not in my name. And C, I wasn't as advanced in my career as I am now, so I had basically no assets. But I almost got in the same boat. I almost got remarried, but I've been divorced, or not even divorced. I've been single since September with her because her children mentally and physically abused my child. And I couldn't stand beside her with that. But I understand where you're coming from. Sometimes you have to stay married for the children, and eventually you're going to be fucking scot-free. Once they turn 18 and are out on their own, you can divorce, or you can wait for her to fuck up and get divorced. I don't know if it was in one of Charles's previous streams or in the Purple Pill show on Eli's channel, that I told TFC if he keeps documentation on all the shit his succubus is doing, that even with the most mediocre of family court lawyers, he could probably get custody of his kids if he sticks it out long enough for her to completely fuck up. Also, now with the knowledge I have, I will never try to find another mother for my son. He has a mom. I don't need another one. I definitely don't need another woman telling me what the fuck to do. I'm my own free man. And while I love pussy and I will try to get it when I can, I'm not looking for another mother. My child has a mom, and he has a lot of other family members who are way more concerned with his well-being than another woman ever fucking could be. I'm never getting married again. I made the mistake of trying to propose to the woman I was with before I got uh, wise enough and broke myself off from that relationship. My kid has a mother. He doesn't need another one. And he doesn't need another mother whose kids can fucking abuse him, which is bullshit. And I've dealt with that for 4 years. Excuse me. Let me check on the chat here. Sorry for all this scatterbrain drunkenness. TFC, I know you're going to be better off in the long run. You keep records, you will win when the shit hits the fan. As long as you keep your side of the street clean, my friend. Don't give her a fucking reason to use the system in her favor. You always keep the family court, the corrupt, mind you, family court in your favor, and you ride out the remainder of your relationship, you will fucking win. If I had one piece of advice to give myself, is that I wish I would have documented everything my ex-wife did in regards to my son and his well-being. I would have full custody right now. And that's the goddamn truth. You keep playing her like a fiddle. You keep yourself squeaky fucking clean. Don't step one toe out of the goddamn line, and you will be victorious, my friend. Victorious. MA, your kid's on the spectrum, autism spectrum, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. My son as well. He is one of the smartest children I've ever met in my goddamn life. But when it comes to common sense, zilch. Zilch. Love him. Love him to death. Zero common sense. But yeah, I was in the same situation. I tried to Brady Bunch a bitch with 2 kids, not 3. And they lay the fucking waste to my kid. Like 5 sheets to the wind. They broke toys and threw them under his bed and blamed him. Every time something went bad, they blamed my son. And I was a goddamn simp. I'm going to just admit it. I was a goddamn simp. I believed whatever it was that this bitch fucking said. And for the life of me, if I could take it all back and I could have fucking cut and run 6 months ago, I wish I would have done it. And my kid is in therapy now because of this bitch's fucking kids who physically and mentally abused him. Mentally more than physically, but that, if you know anything, which I know you do, takes a greater fucking weight and just slams it down on the psyche of a small child. Especially, this has been happening since my kid's been 3 years old. For the last 3 years, he's had this like anvil on his psyche. And the shit is terrible. So the more you can protect your children, the better off you are fucking being. Bar none, hands down. I mean, that is the last I'm talking about my actual fucking children on the air. And I say this as if I am not a complete drunk now. But being a dad completely changes you to your fucking core and beyond, if that's even fucking possible. Yeah, TFC, definitely elaborate. We know that you hate your wife. Why? And TFC, don't make it just women in general. Why do you hate your wife? Your wife is not all women. Your wife is just one woman in a sea of succubi. Let's get the whole TFC fan 2021 story. And Joe, I do believe you're right. She is a fat, lazy bitch. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth himself as I pour another vodka and diet. And TFC, elaborate. Most bitches are drunken, borderline bitches. What makes yours especially special in the land of the drunken, borderline skanks? I bet she would disgust me too, TFC. And I am drinking diet. It is a good thing I'm drinking diet because I'm a fat fucker at 250 pounds. But I weighed 304 pounds about 6 months ago. I was an even fatter motherfucker. Now I'm in a skinnier motherfucker's body. Elaborate, TFC. She's hitting and kicking you like how much? Is she beating the fuck out of you, or is she just a fucking cunt? Is she just being a little bitch boy? And let me tell you, TFC, my ex-wife beat the fuck out of me. And I was like Blue Ball Brandon. I was king of the fucking simps at that point. King. Even more king than fucking BBB. She beat me until I fucking put holes in the goddamn wall because she threw my face in the fucking wall of the house. Like how daily, TFC. Since I don't have you actually on the call, live it out through the chat and I will discuss it with the chat. Anything? Bueller. All right, so TFC says she drinks a fifth of liquor or more a day. Doesn't work. Doesn't lift a finger around the house. She's a babysitter, basically. So this sounds very familiar to me. She sounds like my ex-wife. So she doesn't do jack shit. She's the glorified babysitter, and she doesn't even babysit. She probably sets him in front of the goddamn television and tells him to shut the fuck up. Am I speaking any kind of truth to that, TFC? No, I agree, Joe. Have you tried to tell her to stop that shit or else? 5 to the face, my brother. 5 to the face. Okay, so she's cut contact with everyone. Has she driven a wedge between you and your mother and father? Of course she's a loving mom, because she has to be a loving mom, TFC. I can tell you that from all outward appearances, my ex-wife is a completely loving mother. Um, the kids are a complete focal point to the ex-wife of someone like us. MA, purple pillars be slapping they hoes. Damn, son. The fact is that if you're a purple pill guy and you're married, you've got to keep the bitches in check. That doesn't mean fucking pimp slapping them, but that means keeping them in their goddamn place. Do they know to respect you? Do they know that if they cross you, that they're dead? You need to drive a wedge between you and your woman and her family. You plant the seeds of fucking doubt in them and drive it in the goddamn ground. Drive it in the goddamn ground like a railway spike, my friend. Hey, Joe Buddy, why don't women need watches? I'll give you a minute to respond. Joe, it's because they have a perfectly good clock above the stove. Oh, MA, there's going to be a SPI MA show. I will give you 10 minutes before I end my stream. SPI MA show. I will end my stream to join your stream on the chat in my drunken stupor. And TFC, I believe your wife is a succubus. When I figure out the Hangouts situation in regards to, excuse me, going live on YouTube, I will definitely have you on to tell that story. And Soothsayer SP motherfucking I. TFC, if you're not having any connection with her physically, you definitely need to just fucking whip it out and jerk off in front of her and smack her in the face with your dick when you're done and tell her to fuck off and kick rocks. If you do that and prove that you've done that, I don't need any graphic pictures, but if you can prove that you did that and told her to fucking kick rocks, I will give you $1, sir. $1, a whole dollar that you can spend wherever the fuck you want. Just make sure also when you're done that you fucking smack both of her tits and call her a cunt to her face. Like I said, TFC, a whole dollar, an entire dollar, if you can do that. TFC. You tell her to do what she wants, where she wants, when she wants. Set up a goddamn nanny cam bear in the goddamn bedroom. Catch her in the act fucking in your house. That is more ammunition for your court case. You will win custody of your fucking children. Honestly, if I could have told my ex-girlfriend to go fuck somebody else in my house and set up a nanny cam, I would have done it 3.5 to 8 months ago. We broke up in fucking September. If I could have caught her in the act fucking some other goddamn dick in my house, we don't even have kids together. I would have ended up with half her fucking income as child support for a child that wasn't hers. I swear, TFC, you need to get some dude's fucking jizz right in her fucking cunt so you can take her to court and get your goddamn kids. Orchestrate that motherfucker like you were part of the TV show Scandal, bitch. Record fucking everything, TFC. For the love of shit. For the love of baby Jesus Christ, him goddamn self in the manger. Get some fucking proof of your wife being a goddamn cunt and use it against her. And record this stream and fucking play it for the goddamn judge. I will take credit for destroying your marriage and giving you the right to your children. For the love of shit. TFC, if she's a babysitter to you right now, make it a goddamn permanent situation. If anybody else can back me up on this, fucking back me up. If there was any dude that needs saving from a toxic bitch, it's you, TFC. Oh, we want. I bet her name is goddamn Shakita. She's a goddamn banana. That's the only thing that will do her any fucking good in her life is a fake dick. And a banana, bitch. And a banana. Soothsayer is a lover of the woods. I'm a gigantic hiking junkie, so that is why I'm the bearded Amophilist. I have a beard and I love the woods. Hopefully that is enough clarity for your question. We have 6 people, including myself, in the stream right now, which makes me more popular than Coach Eli. So congratulations, me, someone with almost 400 less subscribers. And that is hilarious, TFC. I also gave Charles my ex-fiance's birthday money, and her birthday is until January. She's been a fucking bitch. And TFC, you also better wait till your youngest is at least 21 because you can still be on the hook until your youngest is 21 years old, if not 25. I don't know what the laws are right now, but you're way, way underinformed about what the last age of child support is. Love you, TFC, but it's at least 21, if not 25. I think it's 25 because that's the last year that I believe nationally your child, if you're in the U.S., is eligible to be under your health insurance plan. Anybody else can correct me if I'm wrong. And Joe, yes, I do rock, and that is definitely right. I think Dana would fucking, she could. Not like she would be. I'm not even fucking gonna try to say I wouldn't fuck Dana. I have strolled down Candy Cane Lane so many times that anybody that is of a normal build would get the dick very fast as long as they're not completely fucking homely. And MA, good for you for knowing what an Amophilist is. And TFC, when you can't be responsible for child support, get the fuck out. Cut that bitch out of your life like a goddamn tumor. Like at that point, probably a 350-pound tumor. I'm sure by the time your kids are of age, your wife, soon to be ex-wife, will look like a goddamn beached whale or a woolly mammoth. And at that point, I don't know which I would rather choose to stick my dick in, a woolly mammoth or a beached whale. Both are equally disgusting. Just one is hairy and the other is not. MA. MA, you're gonna fucking sick SPI. SP motherfucking I. You're gonna get Dana. You're gonna touch that bitch. TFC, you know, if she would spread her legs, you would fucking plow it. I mean, it would probably take as much alcohol as I'm currently under the influence of right now to stick it to Dana, but I probably would. Guarantee I would throw it in Dana's fucking bearded clan at the moment. This is a good stream. I know it's been completely fucked up. And I'm probably going to see myself on Misanthropic Altruist channel completely cut to fucking shreds and featured on Red Pill Radio. And I love it. I fucking love it. Any press is good press. As the saying goes, any exposure is great exposure. And to think, I've just done fucking vaporizer reviews for a long goddamn time. And TFC, I tried that like 2 months ago. Just straight monk. I wish I could because, like I say, MA and fucking Trav, they got it going fucking on. The monk arena in the MGTOW arena, the MGTOW arena in the Manosphere is fucking spot on. Everybody that I respect a lot, like MA and Shining Light and Messenger Rising and Traversable in that arena, are fucking spot on. They're fucking spot on. Their philosophy is right, and they're not especially pro just anti-women. They're pro-self, and that's fucking right on. But I like pussy. I like the feeling of pussy, and that is what is keeping me from the monk side of the spectrum. And TFC, I can cook better than women. Fuck a woman. Women can't cook for shit. Why are all the best chefs in the world men? Answer me that question. Answer me that question right now. The bitches just spend your money and breathe your air. That's a goddamn truth. They need to kick their air addiction, take a long dirt nap, and think about what the fuck they've done to us, to the men, to the people that give them life and a reason to fucking live. And Obi-Wan, I will not get burned messing with pussy. Guess what? Guess why? I have a fucking vasectomy. The bitches cannot trap me with the baby. And if they try to tell me that I raped them, fuck you, bitch. You wanted it more than me. And I will not let myself get trapped by the pussy that I want more than they want me. Guarantee. I will not fuck a bitch that I want more than they want this dick. Pussy is everywhere. Dick is exclusive. They want you to think that they have the fucking monopoly on the sexual marketplace. Well, guess what? If you're goddamn successful and you have money, you have more power than the fucking stink crevice. Guaranteed. No pussy has more power than a successful man. Whether or not you're conventionally successful or personally successful, if you have the money, you make the fucking rules. You know what? I may be like George Carlin. I never fucked a 10, but one night, I banged 5 fucking 2s. Pussy is pussy. It does not matter how quality the pussy is. If you can get 5 2s versus 1 10, guess who's had more pussy? Let me catch back up with the chat here. Let's see, Obi-Wan. My Simpocalypse was your Simpocalypse was when you were 18, freshman year, got lucky, no pregnancies and no STs. If you had to do it again, you would just have said no. Hooked up with 7 or 8 nice broads, so I thought at the time I was a dummy. Just say no. Dude, you have to remember, no man can game a bitch. Yes, made 6+ many times. It's the same. It's not what's cracked up to be. I can live off 30K a year and live the same. This is the power of MGTOW. Yes, that's true. That is all true. I don't give a fuck what the number of the bitch is that I'm fucking. If I'm getting what I want, then I win. If you get what you want, you fucking win. If you can get that without getting a fucking charge, then amen to you, brother. A fucking man. I've not made 6 figures in my life. I've made at least 50K. I've had plenty of opportunities for shallow bitches. Fuck it. Fuck it. It doesn't matter how much I make. Because you're not getting a goddamn penny. SPIMA has gained over 2,000 bitches. You may not have chorus. Yes, catch no feelings, son. The thing is, it doesn't matter how much you make. It doesn't matter how much pussy you slay. If you think you're a fucking success, you are a fucking success. I'm successful and I've been unemployed for 2 months. Fuck those bitches. They don't need a goddamn dime. The only dimes that matter are the ones that I put in my fucking bank account. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Money is only important when you run out of it, Obi-Wan, which I have done. In the past month, I've ran out of money from being unemployed. And you know what? It doesn't matter that I can impress a goddamn succubus. It does not matter that I can impress a hooer. a dirty whore. What matters is that I can provide for myself and my children. My child. My one child. Because get fucking snipped, gentlemen. TFC, if you haven't gotten a goddamn vasectomy yet, fucking get one tomorrow. Best $500 you'll ever spend. Possibly less, possibly more. Keep your fucking money to your fucking self. Don't give it to a bitch other than the shit that you have to give because you're fucking bred with her. Because you have fucking let one slip past the goalie, created a new demon spawn, and made your responsibility. If you can get away from responsibility, fucking do it. Cut all ties from your nuts to your fucking ejaculatory muscles. Get snipped, save money. Obi-Wan sex is fun. Don't slip one past the goalie. Get your supply cut off. Don't leave yourself open to sperm jacking. Snip the lines. Wait about 3 months. Go jack off in a few cups. And make sure that you're firing blanks. And then you can just let loose into every goddamn whore you meet. Right in the fucking pussy. And it doesn't fucking matter. As long as you're given the all clear from the doctor and you can fucking prove it, it takes, if I can remember right, 3 months, 3 samples. If you're clear on 3 samples, you have 0 swimmers in the fucking lanes. You have 0 chance to get one past the goalie. You are in the free and clear. You can nut in every goddamn street hooker that you have intercourse with. And you will not be viable for any fucking offspring that come out of that shit. Get snipped. Best money you will ever fucking spend. Best money you will ever fucking spend. No more condoms. Unless you're trying to play it safe. You do not want goddess of herpal AIDS. Gentlemen. You do not. If you can prove the bitch that you're fucking bareback, Harlem style, slipping it all past the goalie, scoring a bunch of home runs and touchdowns. If you can prove that you're not fucking fertile, you're golden. Every pregnancy scare, every reason for the bitch to stay, null and fucking void, gentlemen. Null and fucking void. $500? The most freeing money you will ever spend in your goddamn life. And depending on your insurance rates, you may not even have to pay that much money. From $0 to $500. You're free and clear, nut in every goddamn wishing well in the tri-state fucking area. Oh, I've got a lot of chat to keep up with. I'm going to end this stream soon. I've been going for an hour and a half, and I'm drunk as fuck. MA has got an hour and a half fucking glorious proof to post and cut up in Red Pill Radio until he's fucking blue in the face. Let me see where we're at. TFC loves money and his kids. That's all. Money more than pussy and money more than people. I agree. Loving your kids is number one, and money, and then pussy and people. It's a good priority list to have. Best investment is yourself, Obi-Wan. And the second best investment is not even close. A fucking man. And TFC does not plan on having sex again. That is a good plan, but honestly, TFC, if I'm going to speak in complete truthfulness, I fucking love sex. I would enjoy having sex with as many bitches as humanly possible. And the sole fact being that I can't have children. So good luck trying to prove that you got pregnant by me. And also the fact that if you go back on your word of consenting, I will make goddamn sure that you cannot. If you're going to fuck me at your own fucking risk. And MA says legend that succubi are actually shape-shifting incubi, which are distinctly male. Thus, fucking succubi makes you gay, son. Is that MA? Is that SP motherfucking IMA? That the succubus are actually shape-shifting incubus that keep you interstellar, maybe, or a certain shade of green, or maybe a crow left of the murder, gentlemen. Also, then again, Obi-Wan says sex is fun, but the risk-reward ratio is way off for men. Yes, this is true. TFC, you do not plan on having sex again, Beard? Bullshit. Bullshit. Sex is awesome. We all love getting our dicks wet. And maybe you don't plan on having sex again with your wife, but you will fuck a bitch again. I'm sorry. If you get some sexy senorita wet, you're going to plow it. Like a goddamn cornfield or a soybean patch or a fucking guacamole farm. You're going to fucking plow it. You're going to plant your seed and you're going to goddamn spread the wealth. But if you're smart, you'll get snipped so that you don't plant seeds and germinate the goddamn soil. Let's see. Obi-Wan says, yes, I won't fuck abroad ever again. It's been 3 years now. Well, what are you waiting for? Get your dick wet. Just get a vasectomy beforehand, jack off a few times, and let it be known that you're not firing live rounds. And MA says incubi and succubi are actually the same demon. It simply switches genders at its whim, depending on what it wishes to accomplish. And yes, I agree. The succubus and incubus, the succubus and incubus are one and the same, just a man and a woman trying to accomplish the same goal. And jump the pool if you want a wet dick. I do agree, but I mean, sex is fun, and if you can get away with it unscathed, more fucking power to you. Joe Buddy says, sex is bad if you think about it. It gets you all emotionally attached to these women. I do agree. Especially if you are a man like me, where sexual attraction has something to do with emotional impulse or emotional attraction. If you are a secure man in yourself, I think you need emotional attraction to make the sex worth it. I've tried pumping and dumping before, and I really don't feel good afterward. It doesn't make me feel like getting off is even worth it. Like, I get the exact same thrill from turning on Pornhub and jacking it to a few videos. It's not enough positive reinforcement. I'm definitely behind on the chat because I'm getting a lot of new messages. And call it the booze or call it whatever. And yes, Joe, you know I would bang Dana, but once the beer goggles wear off, that could be completely null and void. And yes, Obi-Wan, a lot of times the sex is not worth the risk to a man, but sometimes you just have to throw that shit out the fucking window if that's what you want. And yes, MA, 20 years later, men will still speak of the time that Nemophilus said he would bang Dana. And that is a mistake, I believe. And Joe, in 20 years, I wouldn't touch Dana with a stolen dick. And MA, you will probably not see the sub video after the review of this. And I will make sure to watch this, and I will probably revile myself into the pit of despair as I watch the replay of this video. And yes, 34 is a tough age. It is a tough age, and I do need to be reminded of the risk rewards of fucking, because I have only been in 2 serious relationships since 24. That's 10 years that I've been with only 2 women. So definitely remind me of the risk reward ratio. Let's see. Other chat, but I feel like it is time to end the stream. I am too far gone to follow everything that has been said in this video. And as MA stated, I will definitely be reviewing this multiple times, and I will see the error of my ways and try to overcorrect the entire situation. I would like to thank everybody for joining me on this journey of inebriation and drunkenness. TFC fan, as always, you are a great person. I definitely appreciate the support from all of you guys. MA, big fan. Joe Buddy, thanks for stopping by. Obi-Wan Aragorn 777, which is the core of the chat right now. Joe Buddy, Misanthropic Altruist, Obi-Wan Aragorn 777, and TFC Fan 2021, and the Bearded Amophilus, which is myself and your humble drunken host. We have been going for almost 2 hours tonight, and it is time to end the stream. Thank you for joining in the Subterranean Frequency Lair. This is the unofficial after party for Coach Eli and his chat with Dana and his bitch, the purple pill. Extra. Let's see what the chat says before we go. And it's a lot because I've clicked off. Let's jump up to MA, Incubi, Succubi. Actually, the same demon. It simply switches genders at its whim, depending on what it wishes to accomplish. Obi-Wan says, jump in the pool if you want a wet dick. And Joe Buddy says some other shit. Let's get down to the end of the chat. Oh, this is so much fun. If anybody can screen capture the shot from the last time that I had the comments right. MA says, pretty solid MC, and dude, he would do well to drop his friend Cuck to live Twali, but I support loyalty. I think about most death is that conversation. Obi-Wan 77 says, LOL. Joe says, at me, you need to give us a good rooster sound when you sign off. And let's see here. MA says to me to take care, make sure you get some water before you go to sleep. Thank you, sir. That is a very good prevention for hangover. TFC says avoid bitches and money. Oh, lots of other stuff. I wish I could publish all the chat. Anyway, best drunk eating foods is the sign off. Tacos, pizza, and chicken wings, says Obi-Wan Aragorn 777. I've been JP, the Bearded Amophilus. You all have been a very captive 5 or 6 person audience. This is the after chat for Coach Eli, aka the Morning Roo. Easter. A cock-a-doodle doo. You got mail. Anyway, again, thanks all of you all for attending. I've been JP the Bear of the Mouthless. You all have been the audience. A lovely audience. Very nice. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.